let us see what we can see. Getting set up over here, as you do. Alrighty. We are good to go. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos. I am your humble and ever attractive host, Low Energy Videos, also known as Dylan Payne, also known as the Great Kazoo. That one has a story to it. Well, we all know what I'm doing, so let's get stuck in. So beforehand, let's see, am I in debt to anyone? I am. Not by much. I do love the parts where it takes forever to load. As mentioned before, the thing down below here is... oh, arrows! Rosé. Yo, indeed. Hope you are doing well in this world of ours. Too much killing in this world of ours. Weird, seeing how I don't own that truck. What the hell is it doing here? That is very strange. How's the feedback? Sound good? Mic good? Music good? Beard good? I don't really have a look at this. Sure thing. There, I lowered the music and here is my voice as I move the mic in closer. Well, that's something. Without the beard, we are nothing. Alright, so let's go and do a quick job. That's good. How are you then? Any news? Whoa, that's a hell of a long trip. Good chunk of change though. Nearly 100,000. Think. I don't want that in there. That'll do fine for the first one. Bring cars. Well, the important thing is you watched it and it's one less thing to do. What was your 3 major grievances and was there any redeeming quality? I remember for just being dumb, but I was a dumb kid, so it worked out well for me. Oh. I don't know if you heard that, but my shoulders did a whole clicky clack. Alright, let's see. More cars. This won't be a long trip. I'm not going halfway across the country. great. Peruvian flutes. That's exactly what I want to hear right now. It. Cough, cough. This is what I was after. Starting to feel a bit groggy. Didn't help that I had a pretty heavy lunch. I was acting came across obnoxious. There was a few funny scenes, getting maced and the bomb scare. I kind of remember the crowd at the bomb scare. Well, the thing about Arnie is that whenever he wasn't trying to be... Hi, how you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to the show. The thing about Arnie is that when he wasn't trying to be serious, he tried to... one of the only other things he tried to do was to be funny. I have no idea. I have no idea when Android will make that happen. If it will make it happen. All I know is that milk is delicious and natural. And I do apologize for the lag, by the way. I think it's the time of year. Should have seen it this morning. But, yeah, I think the main thing with that was when he tried to do funny, it didn't work out because he thinks funny is just making crazy faces. Those big ass eyes of his. You know, it's... I don't think that's funny in the way that he wants it to be. Except maybe to be a dumb kid. I never saw Arnie do like any dramas or anything like that. That would have been interesting. Yeah. I know, I read his book and totally recalled, and he admitted he didn't want to be typecast all his career, but he never stopped to ask himself maybe there was a reason why he was typecast. He's not good in much else. His speaking voice is not great, so he couldn't do, for example, animated characters or anything with too much dialogue. He's not really expressive enough to pull off, say, a romance. Imagine Arnie in a romance. That would be ironically hilarious. Which is a shame because he's actually quite intelligent. He got Stallone to do Stop or My Mom Will Shoot by tricking him into thinking that he was going to take the role, and Stallone was like, I'm not going to let that German son of a bitch outstage me, and it turns out that was a rumor Arnie himself started, and that was just a disaster for Stallone's career. That movie is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, like, some actors are always going to be typecast. Not everyone can play, not everyone can be, say, Patrick Stewart, who can do anything. Or at least could, a few years ago. He's getting a bit old now to do some of the things he used to do. But I know that's a huge problem for a lot of actors. They're terrified of being typecast. Doing the same old role over and over again. Yul Brynner was freaked out about that. Bronson is another one. Poor Bronson. He could never fit into Hollywood. They could never find a role for him. So he just ended up doing a lot of everything. Been fighting the start of a cold. Perfect. The week of Christmas. Problem with the film is I hate overworked parent trope. The type of parent that they can't hang around with their kid on Christmas because they're working too hard. Because I'm sick of that trope too. Or even not just Christmas. You know, there's just... I mean, it's a very... Once you grow up, there's a very simple argument for that. Kid, the only reason you're going to that school, the only reason you've got a college guaranteed, the only reason you can have all these nice gifts at Christmas is because your dad is working. If he spent more time with you, he'd lose his job. And then you wouldn't get anything. Well, there's plenty of tropes I'm not a big fan of. Sometimes it can work, like Train to Busan. That's an overworked dad. And you figure out why he spends more time in the office than with his kid, and it makes sense. All to a backdrop of a pretty brutal zombie movie. Well, some do. Things like, some do play it up like that. Do you remember Hook? Do you remember Robin Williams and Hook? He really did just want to be an adult more than he wanted to be a kid, but that was a redundant... That's kind of stupid when you think about it, because it's not about him being a kid again, it's about him being with a kid. He needs to be with his son and child. That's fine, but they play it up as in, like, he's a monster. He's not a monster, he's just being responsible. There's actually tons of ones like that now, thinking of it. Most of which are holiday ones, though, or like kiddish ones. Oh, God. I forgot. Well, you have to do this in America. And here's the way station. Goody. I know what I'm doing. Great. Oh, I'm only making a few hundred off my drivers. That's ridiculous. They better start leveling up soon. I get about 3 grand off my ones in Europe. Yeah! Or maybe we should, all three of us, sit down together and explain to our kid that, you know, we have to be responsible so you have a future and we can all live in this place and live the life we're living. There's also something else as well, something that a lot of movies don't tackle, and it's that sometimes parents just want their own time for themselves. Like, parents need a valve that they can switch off and just relax. Sometimes even away from each other, let alone the kid. No, they need me time. And everyone always thinks, oh, that must mean a romantic trip. No, it doesn't. Sometimes it could mean, like, locking yourself in a room and playing a MMO, or working on the car out in the back, or going on a weekend fishing trip, or at the end of work going out to the bar and getting hammered. You know, context is key. They have to do that all the time. Well, obviously then they're not being considerate of the kid or anyone else in their lives. But it's seldom ever portrayed that they're doing it. That's a detail that's completely lost on me. If I end up watching TV this Christmas, like proper TV, and I see it, I'll watch it, and next time we talk, I can relay. Whoa, shit. Haha! Thank you, invisible wall. You always remind me what I can and cannot do. Now get your black ass back to Skyrim, so you can somehow block me from hopping over this small hill, but at the same time I can climb up the side of a mountain on a horse. You know, one trope I can't stand, and it sometimes can relate to the overworked parent or anything. I can't stand the betrayal trope, where you lied to me, you know, that sort of thing. I'm just going to ignore you guys. No one's stopping me. I've never considered it to be anything else but a Christmas movie. They're all set. Now it's true that they're all set during Christmas. For example, American Gangsters is not a Christmas film, but it's set, has a scene, a huge chunk of it set during Christmas. That is true. But I do consider Die Hard to be a Christmas movie. It's just not focused around Christmas. But enough of the like the whole, it's almost always premised. The first two, anyway. Is the third one set around Christmas? I thought that was set more around summertime. Remember how everyone is sweaty all the time? And the second one, of course. Yep. And you know what else? That's what most parents do if a kid complains. I mean, they're usually calm about it, but they're usually blunt. Kids aren't stupid, they're just ignorant. That's why they ask so many questions. Yeah, I can't stand a betrayal trope. It's just so lazy writing that someone lied to us all this time and Most of the time the lie is very inconsequential. Either the lie was not necessary, it doesn't mean much, or it can get resolved very easily. You were never a prince of this country, you were just his footman. Pretending to be. Yeah, so we've been falling in love, but I love the prince. Oh really, so you're that vapid you only ever wanted to be with a prince? There's actually one exactly like that, where he's like the heir of a kingdom or something like that, and he falls in love with a peasant girl, but he can't tell her. And then when he tells her, she's like, "So, why did you not tell me? Were you all just having a laugh at my expense?" You're like, so, like, I don't understand where you're getting that logic from. Or films that, like, demand you tell their, Vegeta. Now, what? Come on! What about Trunks? Although Trunks is technically a princess. All hail Princess Trunks! I don't know, what about Prince? He was pretty good. You know one film I used to like, but I never really understood what was going on as a kid when I had the tape of it? The Disney telling of The Prince and the Pauper. I remember how well it was shot. Remember the colours were all incredibly vibrant. The darks were disturbingly dark, and the shit. Hi, Metal Monkey. This lag is getting ridiculous. I mean, it must be happening to the rest of you guys, right? Some severe lag. Metal Monkey, could you go out real quick and check to see if the wire is in the right slot? I might have actually put it in the wrong port. I sometimes do that. I sometimes put it in a different port than it should be. Alright, cool. Thanks, man. Well, that might have actually been the cause. Shit. Hope not. Doesn't always cause that. I'm still thinking the weather is the cause. This time of year is just getting really bad. But the lag has gotten far less since he said that. I like the milk sign. I should see about getting more mods to see if there's any milk, more milk. Any signs to... Shit. Oh. billboards. I have indeed. I saw it the premiere night on Sky 1. I also have the book somewhere. Not my... yeah, actually that was my first ever Terry Pratchett. My introduction to Terry Pratchett. The start of very long and beloved fandom. He's technically my favourite writer, though he's dead now, so I have to kind of pass that baton down. And that makes me feel very sad. That man was a fucking genius. And very witty. Hogfather and Colour of Magic were the only good ones that translated onto screen, though. The rest didn't do too well. Hogfather! The Terry yeah! It's one of the Discworld books. Unless I misread that and you didn't say Hogfather. With Death pretending to be Santa, but in this world it's called he's called the Hogfather, and there's the Auditors of Reality. I would have paid a fortune to see a live-action version of the City Watch. I fucking loved the City Watch most of all. If we're talking about the same thing, then it's all a part of a massive book series by Terry Pratchett called Discworld. It's pretty fucking famous. That and The Colour of Magic was the only two things that I think ever translated well on screen. The rest just fell flat. It didn't know how to it didn't know how to turn the books into scripts, so it became kind of bloated and went nowhere. I think The Witches, that would be a good one. Fuck yeah, man. You've already got a massive backlog. I recommend starting from the very first one, which if I remember right is The Colour of Magic, where a lot of new ideas and ones I'm guarantee you'll see of before are thrown at you. All of it can be found in audiobook form. There's a huge collection of it. Most of it's hilarious in some way, form or another. Something's fucking up this bloody ah, damn it. I've got to go all the way around. I hear you there. I just finished a book on the First Gulf War. Finished it today, just reading it in the bath. Well, audiobooks are the same. Audiobooks are the same. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And frankly, they're more efficient, because I've listened to audiobooks while gaming for years. I'd be doing it probably right now if I was playing this game. This lag is just unbearable. Oh, Jesus, I cannot. It's even distracting me from my actual game. Alright, I'll finish this up and then I'm going to go... Well then, to do it... Actually, to do it, the colour of magic would be ideal. Hang on. First things first, I'm going to go and wrap this up. I've got something to show you. Yeah, skip this. I honestly can't take them seriously after Felion did his old man voice, Sonic, of the Sonic creepypasta. Anyway, give me a second. Right. You still there or what? At least it's not freezing now. I could have sworn I had more copies of different ones. Anyway. It's on. Right. Here's Jingo, which is his 21st book. Let's see. The delay on the camera is surprisingly bad. You can see this art style here. This was very unique of his books. They weren't like comics or anything. They were. It was always just this. The covers. I always loved it. Had a very sort of colourful vibe. And this one was a spin-off. The Science of Discworld. It's actually an atheist-heavy book. Where they try to create a world without magic and they create the Earth. I like this one in particular because... Where is it? It's been signed by... What if it... Somewhere here it says it's signed. Eh. Smells so good. Yeah. I have sworn this was signed by someone. I think one of the people who helped write it. Either Ian Stewart or Jack Cohen. It wasn't Terry, I know that much. Yeah. I've read all but the very last one, which I think it's called like A Hatful of Sky. His world is very unique. He slowly introduces you to the bizarre mechanics of their world. But there's a very brilliant logic and reason to them. Anyway, I also checked the wire, it's where it's meant to be. That's not a good sign. $7,000. That ain't gonna happen. Let's go someplace that we haven't actually been to. No. 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 Yes. Okay, so this is lumber from Antaza to Flagstaff. Can do. Yeah. I've read the first 2 books of that. Some of the scenery looked very interesting. I really liked the man in black. I thought he was cool. But I didn't get invested in the world, and I honestly thought everything fell apart in their reality far too quickly. Which I know is meant to be the fragility of all things, and I read more of the lore and stuff like that, and I don't know, like, what's it, the Red King? Trying to destroy all realities. I'll tell you what I started to do instead. I started to read The Wheel of Time. Now, that's a fucking brilliant series, but not for everyone. 14 books plus a companion piece. And it sets up this really tight, almost Game of Thrones-like world, but more magic. I like worlds that feel real, like you could walk from a place to a place. That's why I like the Elder Scrolls so much. I have a feeling if I had a bag of gold and a good pair of boots, I could walk from one end of Tamriel to the other and actually know where the fuck I'm going. I'd probably die the first time a mud crab came out of the water, but still. Maybe I can get a ride with someone somewhere. Someone who knows how to use a sword. Saying that, I recently got the mod for Skyrim that's more or less altered like 70% of the cities. They look so much better now. Some of it is kind of lore breaking, like they get rid of the Gilder Green in Windhelm and turn it into, not Windhelm, Whiterun, and turn it into a statue. That looks cool, but there's a whole plot about the damn tree that she's talking about a tree, and there's a big statue behind her. I would give it another chance. I'll see Ron's work needs to be renewed. Well, obviously, but it's just how it came across. That I didn't like. It seemed like the speed of it. It's like in Dead Space 3. You're just told off screen that the world government has failed. The world government that everyone says is an oppressive, authoritarian, sort of dystopian dictatorship. Here's a lot of terms thrown at you right real quick. Roswell! Woo! I like Roswell. I like the flying saucer and all that shit. But honestly, I don't like when people do that. Series do that. Tree of Avalon. I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it. damn thing. I just noticed that there. I flop. Lag. Why has it gotten all laggy? You ever read Raymond E. Feist's work, the Empire series? Or as some people call it, Game of Thrones but Korea. Ah yeah, well, Harry Potter's. I've always liked Harry Potter. I used to have a tradition every time I'd go on a sun holiday. I would get a Harry Potter book to read. And at the end of it, I would read them all the way up to the Deathly Hallows, which took me years to get around. And when I finally got around to it, it was a little bit chunkier than needed be. Before you say more people, you need to fill up the book more. I don't know. There was a lot of obscure little things. I didn't give a shit about the Goblin Sword. Dobby dying. But that had more impact in the movies. Oh yeah, that's a. If you liked Game of Thrones, and if you like, for example, the Shogun series. Well, not series, the Shogun book. Then that's definitely something I'd recommend. There's one book my friend who appeared in the tasting video in America a few months ago. Well, last month. Feels a lot longer, but it was only last month. One book she absolutely loves, but by the sound of it, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. The Wayfarer's Redemption. Somewhat obscure, apparently. Okay, that was stupid of me. I was enjoying this. I'm not trapped, I'm just waiting for this fucking truck to move. There. Come on, Evergreen. Oh, you're shitting me. Okay. Okay. Well, you can royally fuck off then. Enjoy being someone else's problem. It's a cheat, but I suppose the characters. If I don't care about the characters, if I don't get invested in them, the world that could be set in could be fantastic, but I just don't particularly care. A lot of fantasy and a lot of sci-fi worlds are really cool, in theory. The characters, they seldom interest me. The only exception to that rule would be the Warhammer universe. The Warhammer universe isn't full of interesting characters. There's one or two. Iron Gaunt, for example. But he's only in a short series of books. Well, not a short one, but only a small section of it. I suppose besides the characters, the world itself would have to be unique, and that's getting harder and harder to do. Those young adult books I would not touch if you paid me to read them. That Percy Jackson shit, nope. The one where the Greek gods live in a London apartment, nope. The one that True Blood is based off, Nope. I'm not 14 years old, and I don't care what sort of metaphors it is. I've read Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles, and that's where it's going to lead at. Oh, that can be tricky. This is going to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but I actually did once write a short series for a friend, back when I used to scribble, and it was about this this medieval world coming in contact with this incredibly advanced scientific civilization, and they're fighting this sort of losing war. The same way, say, in the Resistance games, the Chimera are turning the Earth into their version of paradise. The same thing's happening, but instead of like World War II technology, they have like knights on horseback, and it's really just about how bleak everything's getting. And by the end of it, it turned more into like The Road, where no one cares anymore. But no, let's think of like a real series then. Sci-fi and fantasy. Well, again, Warhammer can pull that shit off. It's usually done in short stories. Maybe... what's that one that has the fetish around it, where the girls get like a tattoo on their asses or their arms to show that they're furniture or property? And all the men are these incredibly swaggering barbarians. They're all a part of this proxy war between these two alien races. I forget what that one's called, but I thought that was pretty cool. I also like post-apocalyptic worlds like that, like Canticle for Libowisk, or whatever the hell it's called, where it's like 120 years after the bombs drop, and this monastery in what's left of America is gathering up old documents to preserve them, and it's just a repeat of like the fall of the Roman Empire, but with radiation and mutants. And they have early gun technology, and Atlanta's a city-state that still has the secret of making Coca-Cola, and they use it to barter. But I know Fallout was heavily inspired by that. I thought that was pretty damn cool. What about you? What do you think? Sci-fi and fantasy, when they blend, which can be really tricky to pull off. My nose is so stuffed. Ugh. By the way, to anyone watching and anyone who watches in the future, don't forget that Wednesdays will be Wasted Wednesdays. I will be playing... I'll go back to Daggerfall, because a lot of people seem to like that. I might play a bit of World of Warships. And as always, I'll probably hop on Oblivion. Move that plot along. Well... yeah, I suppose that's... well, if you want to go by that logic, anime. I thought you more meant like literature. But if by anime, then anime or manga, yeah. suppose that would open up the doors a little bit. I like the world of Howl's Moving Castle. I thought that was pretty damn impressive. Everything it wasn't just steam powered, it was also like you could see different styles in different regions. I like steampunk. I've never been a huge fan of steampunk, but it can look really, really good sometimes. It doesn't have mass appeal though, because it's just, I don't know. As interesting as it looks, it's not very practical. And of course you need a decent story to go with the steampunk. I made a steampunk story once, but the whole point was that the planet, which was an alternate version of Earth, it ended up being completely destroyed by these aliens that had mastered nanotechnology, and they had like cyborg agents throughout Earth, and it was basically like how your preconceived notions are just fucking ridiculous. There's always a bigger fish out there. I also like Trinity Blood as well in that vein. But that was pretty cool. Of course it needed vampires because it always needs vampires, but still. While we're on the topic, Vampire Hunter D is pretty cool as well. Very, very, very Dune-like, almost. I wonder if... I notice when I'm in a very lit up area, it gets very laggy. It must be a mod of something I have. Alright, when I finish this trip, I'm going to exit this game. I won't be ending the stream. I'm going to exit this game and reactivate it and go into mods and turn off any mods that have to do with like lighting or textures, not like skins or anything. That won't cause a problem. I'm thinking that's one of the that could be a cause, because it has caused lag in the past. I'm guessing that might just be the cause. Actually, I'm not going to play World of Warships tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll play Daggerfall, Morrowind. Yeah, it'll be a Elder Scrolls Wednesday. Wasted Wednesday Elder Scrolls edition. While getting drunk, I've got some version of Bailey's. Ugh, stupid. Great, now someone's having sex, apparently. Well, at least I got hit for a change. You never get to see cars, like just generally fuck up. So yeah, I'll play Daggerfall, I'll play Morrowind, and I'll play Oblivion. I want my wits about me the most in Daggerfall. Oh, good. Finally, someone bringing in a bit of real money. I should be able to pay back my debt now, actually. To the bank. Bank. Alright. Gotta keep a clean slate. Nice. Wilma F, huh? Wilma F. Well, does Fred know that you're driving a truck? Who's looking after baby Pebbles, hmm? Okay, let's do it. As we drive in the endless distances of our soul, we must ask ourselves, what are we driving to? Is it something that is worth the journey? Or is the destination meaningless and the journey itself our true goal? Also, do you think if I hit him from behind, he will go flying? The answer may surprise you. Honk honk, motherfucker. Aw, he only slid out of the way. Any idea how long I've been streaming for? Guessing about an hour now, is it? There's plenty of other countries that would do well with a trucking game. They've done Europe, they've done America. Why not South America? Why not Australia would be huge. Go to the massive strip mines and the see the Sydney Opera House, pass by Ayers Rock. We'll get into like a really detailed map of each individual country. Like Britain being the size of Britain, 1-to-1 scale. Great. I love when my PlayStation just boots me out of my own stream. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. This is how my headphones need to be charged. They need to be charged every 30 hours or so. Which is pretty good. But great. Come on. Red away. That's a pun. Enter. Alright, let's go get that wire. Just like the old days. Gotta jack myself into the matrix. There we are. God. Just check something real quick. Right. Yeah, I've only been doing this for about an hour now. Feels a bit longer. Hope this isn't the start of some cold. I want to enjoy Christmas, and I definitely want to enjoy New Year's. Oh, there's a lot of whoa! Fuck you, buddy. There's a lot of really fucked up things on the side of the road this stream. Words, my words good today. So about another 4 more hours to go before I can rest my head upon that bed. And there it goes. Wow, my PS4 signal went down to like 144 or something. Can't even read the chat now. Yeah, it looks like I might have to end this stream earlier than expected. The signal strength is just abysmal. I don't know what's going on. For all I know, you guys are seeing the same thing I am right now, which is just lag, freezing. Or it could just be me. Nice. I can't even read that. I know you posted something. actually minimize and look at the actual OBS. Oh no, it's good for me actually. Oh, is it? It's not causing you any lag at all. It's not causing you any, it's not freezing on you, it's not... Because if that's the case, I'm half tempted to accept this, but I just can't see the fucking actual text, you know? I can't read the text, there's no point me doing OBS other than to... Oh, he's not back on this, is he? There, at least I can see something now. I don't know, man. There's occasionally there's lag for me, as in the game is basically just loading shit up. But that's not a problem, really. Like, right now it's fine. I don't know if it will change in a minute or two. But if you guys aren't seeing it, then that's good. But I still am going to go and stop playing real quick. I'll keep the stream running and just restart it. And then turn off some mods. Because I have a feeling that might be one of the causes. I'll also lower the quality on the sound as well, the music. There's no reason that has to be at incredibly high quality. Either way, here we are. Flagstaff gets its timber. I hope they turn it into more flagstaffs. Ah, it's right here, alright. If you fight your way through it, eventually you can bully your way into success. Fuck it. Right. Alright, we gotta level up. Okay. Right, let's quit, and you should still be able to see my face when I'm doing this. This has 9 skipped frames. Jesus. Skip frame detected 21%. Skip frame protected. Hold on. Lower your encoder settings. Surely you don't have any other applications open that are heavy on your CPU. Oh, there is a dashboard. I don't really need this. I can lower the hell out of this quality. And I can turn off... No, I can't turn off that. Enable a performance mode in the editor context menu. Okay. Now. Oh, and I do not. The only one like I said, the only one I listen to is Felion, when he kind of does it as a joke. I'm using the name of CS Mustard. Well, you know, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream next month before my trip to Scotland. And there's going to be a huge time where I'm just like 9-10 hours when I'm here at home before I'm off to Dublin. So I want content, not just gaming content, so I'd actually like to maybe do my own readings of creepypastas. I want to read some terrible fan fictions. Things like that, you know? Right, I think... I think that would be good enough. I think that would be good enough right now. You kidding me? I'll be so tired I won't remember half what goes on. Also, quit Origin. And... Excellent. Quit Skype. There. And the only thing that's running is the music and Streamlabs, and now American Truck Simulator. So this will pop back up in a second, and we'll see if that helps with the lag. Because this lag is not my fault. Mod manager. No. This goes in. Right, here's all my active mods, as you should be able to see now. Let's get rid of all the... all these ones. Skins can keep. Want that. I am looking for non-visual content though. That won't get me booted. What the hell? Are you honestly telling me all my mods aren't visual? They're just realistic. They're just Well, fuck. So much for that plan. Still, I did something. That might make a difference. Something is a difference. Packer Woods. Keep forgetting him. Heath Ledger knockoff. Okay. Right. I very much doubt that will really help, but we'll give it a go all the same. I think this time I'll use my truck. I'll get more money anyway. I'll just drive to the first place and pick up anything and deliver anywhere. Oh. Jesus. Rest. What? He doesn't have a bed. Alright, so where's the nearest place to get a job? If you know what you're doing, even the crappiest fight scene can be really impressive. But if you don't, then I think a good way of hiding it is hide it behind dialogue and what the people are thinking. As for the actual emphasis, well, it really depends on the context, isn't it? Like, what type of book is it? Also, if you want to get the idea across that it's frantic, have the whole fight be frantic. You know, have it very, very quick. Okay. I'm able to find a job matching. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Yeah, that didn't do anything for the lag. If I can't read the text, I can't... Wait, that did. Alright, that's a bit better. Didn't catch what you said there. Let me check. Well, you can get plenty of fantasy that has nothing to do with war or battles or anything like that. I don't know, I think that's just the wrong question to ask. As much or as little as necessary, I think, is just the right answer. Alright, so if that isn't... knock off Walmart. And go here. I don't care if I'm going the wrong way. Thank you very much. I'm saving myself some time. Well, here's the little thing. For starters, don't use the same words more than once. But How about with a quick spin, he slammed his opponent against the wall with a deafening crash. You know, the sound of broken masonry and cracking bones filled Enter the character's name's ears. Or, I don't know, like, just keep working with it, like, build it up. Don't make it as obvious as all that, because eventually it becomes stale. How long would that be? Alright, I'm gonna do this one and then I'm gonna end the stream and find out once and for all just what the fuck is going on with the internet. Maybe I have to just turn it off and on. Couldn't hurt. We haven't done that in a while. I was always more into weapons and tactics, clearly inspired by the 40k universe and my love affair with World War II documentaries. Come on. 14. Oh, come on. You can't be serious. Oh, maybe I'm just getting too groggy to play anymore. How long have I been streaming for anyway? Well, I am low energy. I suppose I have to live up to the brand name. Out of my way, Prime. We are Walmart. We are Amazon. Only one can survive. Oh, I guess it's Amazon. Well, there you go, folks. Battle of the Corporations. Amazon has the right of way. Bezos claims another soul for his... I don't know what he does with people's souls. He probably puts them in the bodies of drones. I could actually imagine him doing that. This will take me a shit ton of time, so by the time I get to the end of this trip, I'll wrap up the stream, but that's going to be a while yet. I have to get out of the city first, which is not making it easy for me right now. So, 14 hours remain. for a long haul. Yeah, I can see that. I could see Bozos being Robotnik. I like how he's shown in South Park as those aliens that don't speak in the Star Trek pilot. Perhaps we need to make an example out of you. Perhaps we need to take away your Prime membership. There we are. Oh, it's AM. That's a waste of time then. Meanwhile, all ours are some good old-fashioned slave labor. I mean, I'm carrying household appliances, Walmart brand microwaves. No, they're clearly made by captured members of ISIS, I imagine. Okay, this is really starting to piss me off. There's 1,001 different problems with what I've got going on right now. It's kind of hard to stay upbeat. The internet's acting up. This whole thing in front of me is cluttered to high heaven. That bar down the bottom of the screen, which I would kind of like someone to donate, as not being touched. Ugh. I put it down there as a kind of a little cheeky nod, but every day it doesn't get added. Makes me feel more and more of a failure. No, that one's I'm playing it for laughs, but yeah, I was going to do one more stream this evening, but unless I have a change of personality, I am probably going to wrap it up because after this drive. My sleep pattern's been all over the place as of late, so yeah, it is. Lying is the best type of fun. And of course dubstep, because we cannot have a world without the dub. You know who I've been getting into more and more recently on YouTube? I've been getting into Down the Rabbit Hole. I think I watched every one of that guy's videos on the series, and I learned some really interesting stuff. I had no idea about that, the My City or anything like that. Let's go up to a random guy and say, hey, she's cheating on you. And just walk off then without any sort of context, rhyme or reason. There's a good chance he'll just follow you. Or he'll just blow you off. But there'll be this one person. There'll just be one person. It'll go over their minds, and eventually it will lead to the breakup of a otherwise perfectly healthy relationship. But if he's that easy to manipulate, then it was probably for her the best. And now that she's single, is she seeing anyone? And you know, maybe if you're not doing anything, go out and see a movie, have a drink, you know. Some of them, some of the rabbit hole stuff fascinating. He does everything from YouTube drama to real life strangeness in the world, like those two brothers that built the trash maze, the cult in Oregon, Darkside Phil, Spoony, Digital Homicide, the mice. He even got Guru Larry in on one of his videos, which I was like, oh wow, there's a name I haven't thought of in a while. How come his Walmart truck is different than my Walmart truck? My Walmart truck is better, because I'm driving it. Yeah, as in, it was hard to watch because I was there from the start to the finish. And before you say he's still doing shit, I know he's still doing shit, but I refuse to acknowledge that as the same person. Spoony Noah is not a healthy man, and he's also kind of an asshole with thin skin and a big ego. But Christ, he was my first ever YouTuber, and I owe him. The reason I'm here right now is because of him. And never forget your first. And mine was screaming, betrayal! Oh, that man. I must have watched his entire Ultima. Oh yeah, just type in Spoony. He does live streams like this called Livewire. But be warned, the slightest provocation, he will just ban you. I am subscribed to him, but I don't think I have notifications left on. I don't want to watch him like that. I want to watch him even reviewing shit the way I do from time to time is better than. And I was on YouTube for ages prior, but I mean, I would look up, say, old Coca-Cola commercials or funny cat videos or stuff I saw on Newgrounds that someone had brought over here, like Foamy, because at one point I was an edgy teenager and Foamy said it like it is, and that goth girl was hot. But then I forget how it happened, but I found someone through Facebook and they mentioned Spoony. So I typed in Spoony and he was just talking about video games. I was like, what? The Fork 2. I do review stuff every once in a while. I need to get into it. Low energy reviews is not all that ironically very low energy. But I'm always worried about getting my video taken down by showing a few seconds of clips and things like that. So I end up maybe just showing a few still shots of actresses and actors and scenes from the movies. I was going to do one on Sabrina, but at the end of it, I just thought it looked like I thought the video looked like pure shit. It was going on for too long, and as it turns out, I got a lot of my facts wrong as well, so I was glad it never reached there. I need to do more fact research. I already have a backup channel, but I forget what it's called. Knife 3, low energy, Knife 3, Spork 4. What's up with the... oh, right. You know, originally I wanted to play solely strategy games and talk about stuff related to history. And I was going to call myself the history buff and have a sideshow called the Armchair General. As it turns out, Both of those are real things on YouTube, so I was really angry. I ended up just calling myself Low Energy Videos because I knew I do incredibly poor quality stuff with not a lot of effort, and the way I talk can often become rambly and distracted, and eventually I just kind of zone out. That's why I call them low energy rambles or live energy rambles. Because really what I do is I just end up rambling. Especially when I'm drunk. If I ever do get a big enough audience into the chat, which is rare, I get more than say 2 people. When that happens, I'll then I want to start just like doing what Jay does and Paul does, and just like have a smoke or a drink break. And I do that on Wednesdays in the pub. I do the pre-show streams, but it's not the same thing because I can only really do them once a week due to finances. Finances. They are not my friend. That's why I've got this end of year stream goal. Oh, fuck off. I don't care. Where do you think you're going? Is there a fire or something? What's your hurry? What's your hurry, man? Inconsiderate. I have only the finest blenders and microwaves that Walmart can buy, or build, or both. That's a very empty bus. I am smarter than your ability to obey the traffic laws. So, about 9 hours to go. The lag stopped anyway, that's good. Come on, I just jinxed you. Come on. Go terrible. Is that a tire fire? Save money, live better. Oh, you can definitely save money. Tumbleweeds. I think at this point my truck would at very least need a clean. Yeah, that's how we do it in Walmart Town, you big wiener. Oh, it seems someone might have died. Don't mind me, everyone. Hey, aren't you the jackass that knocked into us earlier? Keep driving. That's another Walmart truck. Like how the universe is just popping into existence in front of me. I guess my driver has solipsism or something. This whole world exists just for me. Technically, he's not wrong. But the world exists for me. And I suppose to anyone who watches this. You are running out of fuel. Well, isn't that a hoot? Far away until the next find out in a moment. Or now. Now might be good. I'm guessing here. Huh, mouse click doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Okay. Now, I think when this is done, if there's nothing currently on YouTube I want to watch, I might watch a movie or something. One of the DVDs I bought back in Sligo I haven't finished yet. Probably King Arthur. Just gonna check something real quick. Only been doing this for 2 hours. Not even that yet. We'll be at the end of it though. That is... Well, I'll do this then for another 45 minutes. Let's make it to a nice 6 in the evening. And I only have to kill about 3 more hours. 3 is for humanity. And 4 is the time cube. All hail the time cube. Everything is cubed. Except when it's a pyramid. For God's sake, I've been doing that a lot tonight. Wish that was cubed. Or the black cube. Oh, that black cube is a fucking crazy ass shit. Crazy ass shit. To anyone watching in the future, please type in the comments after this video is up. Tired. So I know you got this far into the stream. It'll be our little secret. Get myself some tissue paper for my nose. It is not pleasant. This one's getting north by northwest over there. What is he saying? Like a Raj? Like a moss? Oh, come on, I'm making great time. Fucking Americans. What's the point of having endless stretches of road if you can't just belt down them for hours without anyone interrupting you? Zima, petit plan. That's fair enough, man. You gotta do you. My dulcet ambient tones are not as important as you getting charged. You could almost say low energy is not as important as high energy. I do appreciate you keeping me company for some of the trip. I've been getting plenty of views, but very few people just want to chat. Even just to say hi or troll me or ask me something weird in a foreign language. Well, I don't know how weird it could be. It could be I got told by a Chinese person a while back to, I think it was get all Europeans off EU2. I think it was mistranslated. China Tib. Not sure what the Tib is, but China definitely. So we need to get Flagstaff again. So if this was 14 hours, I don't think I'll want to do it in even half as long as this. So I'll pick a really short trip for the last one. Poop. There. That's my quota for comedy for the month. Now, no one can say I can't put the tag for this to be comedy. Actually, that's something I haven't been doing since I started XSplit. I haven't been going back over and changing the tags. For some reason it's stuck as Mass Effect. That's one thing OBS doesn't do, that XSplit let you do. It let you set the tags prior. Of course it also wouldn't let you change the name of the damn stream, but that's XSplit for you. I have to. I think after this I'm gonna go and play Skyrim, but play it very sort of chillaxed. I'm not gonna do quests. I think I'm just gonna go and start chopping wood and mining and building a house and homestead. Or even easier, might turn on The Sims and build a house in The Sims. If I ever do stream The Sims, I've got to get rid of a lot of mods, turn them off. Some of them are naughty, wicked whims. Can't be having that on YouTube. Twitch seems to be totally okay with it, but that's Twitch. That's Twitch for you, it is. Hour 20. Almost there. The good people of Flagstaff now have wood and appliances. Truly they are blessed. It's all thanks to the United States of America and its endless sea of trucking fleets. But it's actually an endless sea of goods with a fleet of trucks to sail them. Yeah, that's a metaphor that works. I wonder if my trucker would vote Trump. Probably. MAGA hat wearing bastard. Saying that, I'd buy a MAGA hat in a heartbeat if I actually had one. I should get some weird knockoff one, like Make America Fat Again. MAGFA. Make America MAFA. A MAFA hat. Make America Fat Again. I'd also like my own merch as well, that'd be pretty cool. Low Energy Videos hats. Which would just be a baseball hat with the battery logo. There we are. a black t-shirt with my face on it underneath the text. So, yeah. Here we are. Same place as last time. Let's play it safe. Wait, what? Oh, fuck no. Boop. Chinaman. Nice. Boom. 71,000. I should really buy a trailer. Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna get the double. Try to drive around with a double. Hi Anne. Hi bye. A triple. Fuck no. Yes, this seems about right. Ooh. What the hell's this? Alright, custom color. Oh, maybe electric. Yeah, electric. Change the color to that kinda looks like my my logo. Kinda. Well, that's just honest. I think that speaks. I think it's very true about who I am as a person. Doesn't seem to do anything. Ooh, a wind deflector. Light bar. This would cost more, so it must be better. That's how that works. Chromed box featuring tools, I guess. Wait, you have to individual tires? Are you fucking crazy? Alright, this seems like a complete waste of money, so I think it's perfect. Okay. Ah. Okay, so now the cargo market. I am Martin. I was seriously debating wrapping up the stream, but there seems to be a whole new deck of shit. Furniture, home accessories, gypsum. Yeah, these are weird. I'll just do a quick job. One last quick job, and then we are wrapping up. Just gonna check something real quick. Let's see, ugly truck. What the hell? Massive tech parked. What the fuck? Alright. Turnkey house construction. Alright, let's fucking throw this down. See what happens. 78 grand. Fuck me, I am tired. Let's have a look. What the hell? I'm transporting. Is that news crew? Because I'm transporting a house, so maybe. Damn, this seems. Attention, you're about to haul a special transport cargo. There are 2 escort vehicles which will lead you. Please be careful and follow their lead, suggested route advisor. Special transports like this don't stop on red signal and have the right of way in most situations, compared to how I normally do it. During these deliveries, checkpoints are made more often to save your current progress. Avoid any conflict between the escort vehicles and keep their cargo between them. Fuck that shit! Do not drive out the estimated route, nor filling stations, rest stops, etc. Obey speed limitations to ensure the front escort vehicle. Watch out for the overtaking traffic or the drivers on the road. Change lane maneuver. Oh. Oh god, I regret this immediately. Oh sweet Christ. let's have a look. Okay, so I'm holding a house. Much is given. But, whoa. The way out? I don't think so. Alright. Let us get it going. I can never leave the fucking depot. I'm only getting paid 8 grand for this. Fuck's sake. And once I'm out of all these crappy little turns, it should make life easier. Hello, officer. Are you enjoying your really tiny and easy maneuverable car? I bet you are. Just don't forget, I want to be here this time, this century, you know? This is kind of cool, though. We don't have to wait for red stops, do we? We do not. We're like royalty, it's just... I have a house. Houses have royalty, royalty have houses. I think one of those statements is true. At least the truck's able to handle the massive weight of this damn thing. 40... 40. You don't see this very much in Ireland or in Europe, moving entire houses. You see prefabs, of course, but that's not the same thing. Alright, this is pretty straightforward. howdy. I look like one of those big crabs that sometimes live inside Coke cans. Hermit crabs, that's the one. Okay, relax. Back up, back. Back up, in, and we return. Don't like the colour of the truck. I suppose one. Shouldn't there be another one? Jesus. Maybe another one directly behind me. Oh, great. A bit more money. Wilma, you're my #1 gal. Oh dear. In all fairness, that's, you know, not too bad. Like something sinister is going on in the tractor shed outside there. My money's on gangland killings. So much death. If this guy wasn't in front of me, I'd just belt it. Get there in no time. We have to play this little game. There he is. Holding up all the traffic. Oh. Alright, alright. When houses want to run away from home, they find it's impossible, because they are the home. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck that shit. Royally fuck that shit. That is not how Low Energy Videos plays his trucks. Even though now technically I am in debt. Oh god, this will be fun. Your count is overdrawn. Warm regards. Yeah, right, buddy. Well, Low Energy Videos, or should I say Low Energy Trucking, is currently in a financial pickle. How will they get out of this? Tune in next time. As for me, I have killed enough time. 2.5 hours apparently. That's fine. If I had the energy, I would do one more stream where I would be in space, hauling shit like a space trucker. But I will have to wait until, I don't know, this time next week I get. Oh wait, no, it's Christmas. I'm not doing this on Christmas. Next time I do a trucking stream, I won't truck, I will fly a spaceship and, I don't know, deliver space goods and crash spaceships, I guess. But anyway, thank you to every single person who popped into the chat and every single person who watches this in the future or already has. If you are not already, please consider subscribing to Low Energy Videos. And regardless, would you, for God's sake, remember to hit that notification bell. People still pop in and go like, oh, I didn't know you were on. I know that you have the bell on. And then, well, most say yes, because the bell is a piece of shit, but it's still worth clicking on. Regardless, if you liked, please consider giving a thumbs up. If not, please consider a thumbs down. It's bad. That's okay too. If you comment, and tell me what was bad about it. Or just comment in general. I'll be back tomorrow for Wasted Wednesday, where I will be consuming alcohol and gaming. Hopefully not with trucks involved. I'm kinda sick of trucks. Anyway, I'm out. See ya. Bye!